Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. Today we're posting the medication issue. Only moments ago, Mr. Go made the following statement. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Trebian. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime? But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal. That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth. Objection. You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that the prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. It hardly seems like the coffee the witness served would contain it either, but it did. The possibility is undeniable. That's enough. Mr. Godot, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Godot? I will get my own witness if I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was at the restaurant on the day of the murder. Victor Kudo, the pigeon hater? Very well. The matter of the disappearance... Wait, can you do that? Can the witness call a witness? The matter of the disappearing medication seems a little more than trivia at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial, and that is something that bothers me. Yay! Good job, Nick! The court will be adjourned for a 10-minute recess, after which, I guess I should have played a little longer last episode, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness. Huh. I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. Court is adjourned for recess. For someone who's never beaten me or won a case, you're very confident. Phew, that was close. Tell me about it. I nearly died in there. No, I didn't. Here's my line, sir. No, it's my line. I think I really did die a little bit. Looks like we were all nearly died in there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. How could he betray us like that? Huh? He said he'd help me, but he totally set me up. I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right? It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I had them all my life. But it really hurts this time. I felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach. I hate that guy. I don't ever want to see him again. Or Gumshoe. Just cut the Gumshoe behind. Oh, man. Oh, no. I mean... Don't get me wrong, Gumshoe, you should probably find something a little more like your age and your... I don't know. Someone who could take care of you, maybe? Work through your... What's a nice way to put it? Work through your... less than pleasant... smart feature? I don't know. So the next one is gonna be the old guy from the park, right? Yeah, Mr. Kudo. Lover waitress outfits and projectile seats. I bet he's gonna be really stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know. Yeah, he's a bit old grouch. Are you gonna be able to handle him, Nick? Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me. Even those never-ending bird seeds. And it could solve world hunger. Well, just seeds, Chronos? I don't know, plant the seeds. Seeds are edible, and they do have nutrition in them. I mean, if you're starving, you're gonna take seeds. We'll now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Godot, your next witness, please. Prosecution calls the lucky old timer who caught the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take the stand? Name and occupation, if you don't mind. Yes, Victor Kudo. Born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what makes me. Mind you, I can be a bit emotional at times. We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell us the court your occupation. My occupation? Hey, listen, young'un. How much call you think there's what? There's a kimono embroidery here. Kimono embroidery? You bedazzle kimonos? That's what I do, or did, back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on the kimono. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before the country even existed. Wow, a real craftsman. Rare dying breed. Hey, maybe you can embroider my costume sometime.
Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working at a cash register at a burger joint, pretending to smile.
Dude, I cannot picture you in a customer-facing job at all. That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen. Now then, witness. Were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident?
Oh yeah, I was eating some seeds over a cup of Gyakuten.
Seeds?
What do you think these are,
I see. So you saw everything that happened, Gramps?
Did I? Oh yes, I did. I saw it all.
Then please, tell the court. We're all ears. Some of us all knows.
I'll tell you all every last detail.
It's really getting into this. Please go into all the detail of her waitress outfit, please.
The young man was reading the sports paper.
That's not Maggie. That is not Maggie. Okay. How does that make sense, though? I mean, it could be Maggie. Oh, dude, no! That's the hairstyle that bandaged goth chick had. Okay.
The servant girl brought him a Gyakuten, but she put something in it. The man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, and collapsed. That's the servant girl, right there in the defendant's chair, wearing her waitress outfit.
I don't know why. It's like, I think maid when I see that outfit, but
I remember her well.
I don't think you do. Mr. Kudo, she's not a servant girl. Please refer to her as a waitress.
Here, you're as bad as the rest of them. All these newfangled words. What's wrong with old-fashioned one, huh?
Newfangled?
Or talk of radios and glasses and wireless and spectacles. I tell you.
Excuse me.
Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old rowdies. Don't let the good old days slip away.
Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yeah, Your Honor. Guess I will. So press on everything. So you saw the victim then? You saw Mr. Glenn Elg.
I want to know if Gyakuten Braun retained his championship or not.
So he was looking at the sports paper the victim was reading, huh? And at the location in question, there's partitions between the tables on the same side of the restaurant, right?
So what if there were?
If you say that you could see the victim, that means you were sitting at the table on the other side of the restaurant, correct?
Sure. I go to the place to drink Gyakuten. I don't go to sit. I don't remember which table I was sitting at.
You mean you go there to eye the waitresses? Mr. Kudo, that is a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw?
Richard Godot never make mistakes. I dot every T and cross every I.
Well, there you go, Your Honor. Can we throw him out of the court, please? I see.
My, that's fun. Doctor said I only need spectacles for reading and driving.
But his eyes are only really fine when he's scoping out waitresses.
And I saw that servant girl put into the Gyakuten as well.
I saw what that servant girl put into. Okay, but I know what is coming up next. Press harder, sure. Your Honor, we need more clarification on what was put in the victim's coffee. So, I'd like to ask the witness. I almost said waitress. Witness add what he knows about this to his testimony. I agree. Witness, will you enlighten us, please?
Sure.
Did she really put that into the coffee? Oh, actually, I didn't read that.
You tell me, boy? She took some out of a brown bottle and sprinkled it in.
Couldn't she have been adding sugar?
Sugar? In a small brown bottle like that?
Like what, witness? Could you please describe the bottle in more accurate and more concrete terms? A bottle like this, perhaps.
Oh, there it is. That's the one.
That's the bottle of potassium cyanide, I presume. So what did the accused put in their coffee? I think it's clear, don't you? Okay, let's move back and read this. There's no question about it. I saw her conspicuously put something in the... Yeah, okay. He took just one sip.
You youngins, you waste everything. Those Jappuccinos cost $8. In the good old days...
Wait, if he only had 58 cents in his wallet, how the hell... Is there anything saying how poor he was? No.
In the good old days, we would have drank every last drop, eaten the cup, and then died.
Congratulations. You have earned the title of battiest old man to grace our courtroom. That's not true. That's not true, actually. What the guy with the parrot? I mean, yeah, he was faking it. He was pretty out there, though, when we first got there. What about the circus people? The one all trying to get with a 16-year-old girl. So, it was an immediate death. Well, potassium cyanide, I suppose that is possible.
Oh yeah, he slumped over without so much as a twitch. I felt the Jappuccino I just drank turn sour in my stomach.
Oh yes, I know the feeling. And the waitress, I presume she...
servant girl?
Yeah. You said, I remember her well, in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular feature that you can identify her by?
Particular feature? It's a disgrace, that's what it is.
Sorry?
You can see all the way up to her, you know. She's practically naked in that uniform.
So the particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit. But anyone can wear such an outfit, even me. And I will. Mr. Wright, please spare the court any further mental anguish from that image. Don't get all excited, Nick. You gotta keep yourself together and we'll play dress up when we get home. I guess I got a bit carried away.
Here, there are other things I recognize about her, too.
He was pretty sure of himself. What should I do? Press harder. Sure, you saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters whether the waitress was Maggie Bird or not? Quite right. Mr. Kudo, there are other features that you recognize. These other features that you recognize with the defendant. I would ask you to add them to your testimony.
Here.
There's a ribbon in her hair and her apron straps were loose. Okay. I don't know about her straps, but yeah, she has a ribbon. Do you remember the... Wait. We didn't know. The picture we saw before didn't have a ribbon, right? I mean, a completely different hairstyle, sure, absolutely. But didn't have a ribbon. So you seem to remember several details about her appearance. But what about the most crucial detail of all, her face?
Huh? As if I wouldn't remember that.
The witness noticed the straps of the accused's apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face.
That's right, I can even tell you the color of ribbon in her hair. It was red.
So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness's eyesight. There's no doubt he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling there's something more to this somehow. Ask about the waitress's back? Yes. Yes? I wish I could see your full picture. Straps? No, back? You know what? Yeah, back. The identifying feature you described are all things you could see from the back. Oh, okay, yeah.
True what?
Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all?
Objection!
Huh. He's got you there, Gramps. People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. Oh, that one did have a ribbon in her hair.
Here's your harassment. I tell you, I'm not obsessed with straps and ribbons. I'm just telling you what I saw.
Mr. Godot, the court requests that you add details about any identifying features you observed from the front, that is, to your testimony.
Sure.
No, man, his testimony is getting longer and longer. I can't find a hole in it soon. It'll get even longer, I bet. Okay. You seem to really like uniforms, so I feel like you would notice all these stains. But I'll press you on this anyways. You didn't find anything to be distinct, but you did clearly see the waitress's face.
No question about it. I ain't coming this far to back down now. Ready to go, redneck down.
That's the answer I was looking for, but okay. It's turned out into a matter of pride from old CD now, I guess. I wonder if he really did see Maggie's face at all. Like I thought, we need some concrete proof of this. Proof that the old guy didn't see the waitress clearly from the front. You think old CD really saw Maggie do it? Well, he probably had his eyes on the waitress the whole time. That's why he was there. But he was there for the cute outfits, right? Not the waitress? Yes. Well, I mean, sure, I guess everyone, you know, has a thing they like. Hey, do you think, did I just say something clever? No, I actually wasn't paying attention. I wonder if the waitress Mr. Kudo saw was really Maggie. That's what we have to figure out, Nick. Okay, so... I think it's... Yeah, it has to be this one. Music stopped. Mr. Godot, I would like you to please take a look at this.
That filthy thing would never suit filth like you just... that filthy thing would suit filth like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looked like just after he's done eating.
Have you ever seen this before?
Of course I haven't. You think I forget something as dirty as that? Well, you half-witted dolt.
Or clot?
Boy, what is it? Ever since I said you half-witted clot, there's been a near silence in here.
Mr. Godot, this apron. Is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning?
Huh?
And as you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means, if you had really seen this apron before...
Yeah.
Yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress from the front.
Oops.
Oops. Witness! You can't just oops your way out of this. Huh. Well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. Hey, did that loss the pain actually count on my record? Because I don't think it should. Listen, Trent, here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. That being the defendant, Ms. Maggie Bird. Exactly. And when the one waitress put the poison into the coffee, this old guy was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say you remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps.
You can rely on me, Captain. My dog is in perfect working condition. I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot... what burger a customer wanted.
Can't remember? Probably more like he messed up so many times he's blogging it out. Very well. Let's test just how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Godot. Tell us what you remember about the victim.
He was another of those pesky young types, wearing a broken pair of spectacles.
It was a scouter, dog.
He had a newspaper in his right hand, and that noisy brat kept rustling his pages. The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. When the servant girl in question brought over the Gyakuten, the little fidget picked up a cup with his free hand and took a sip.
This one you just heard was just how credible the witness's memory is. It seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail.
Oh yeah, I hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything.
How are we gonna handle this, Snake? I don't know, poison everyone in this courtroom? You only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot. Just trip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel? No, it's fun. I suppose, but it's what I do best. I don't know, I'm gonna enjoy this. So we'll press on everything again, because that's what we do. Spectacles?
Dark glasses to you. One of those lenses was green, where the other was broken. Newfangled rubbish. That's the way I remember him so well.
He did have some kind of lens over his left eye, but I wouldn't have called the a pair of glasses. He seems to have been wearing some rather modern-looking shades. Perhaps I should take to wearing some and rival Mr. Godot's shop appearance. Ah! We better come up with something sharp and quick! I guess I'll wait and see if I should challenge him with the spectacles. The newspaper was a sports paper, was it?
You young hooligan! I nearly asked him, can you even read without fidgeting? I'm not supposed to be able to read the back with all the wrestling going on. I need to find out if Gutson Braun retains his championship.
It was his paper, not yours. If you wanted to know it so bad, why didn't you buy your own?
What are you looking at me like for? How dare you judge me? Don't kink shame me!
Mr. Braun was beaten yesterday, by the way, so anyway. The wireless?
The decadent young rascal. Out of my way. In my day, it was one or the other. Read the paper or listen to wire.
Oh boy.
And using the earpiece. So selfish. That's what it is. I was straining my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it.
Was he that desperate to listen to the radio?
What are you looking at me for? How do you feel sorry for me?
I don't feel sorry for you. You're throwing seeds at me. That's killed any sympathy I could have for you. I do feel sorry about that cancer in your nose. Good God. You mean the waitress who you only saw from behind?
You're one of those, are you? You never let anything go, isn't that right?
Maybe.
It doesn't matter if I saw her from the front or the back. Her eyes don't lie.
I'm not pushing until I get some hard evidence. A little fidget picked up with his free hand. Why does that sound weird to me? No, didn't he? Wasn't he celebrating? Yeah. Well, I guess he could have been reading the paper at the same time. Yeah, because I remember them saying that he was happy about winning the lottery, right? His free hand.
Yeah.
Which hand was that?
Were you listening, you claw hairs? Said he was rustling them with his right hand, didn't I?
Wait, no, go back. I wanted to read that. Huh. Perhaps the great Mr. Wright has three hands. Well. Shut up, Chronos. Sorry. Yeesh, I was only asking. Don't need to gang up on me and treat me like a freak. The whole point of this cross game is to establish just one thing. The old guy's memory has more holes in it than Swiss cheese. Guess we should find a contradiction in his testimony somewhere, right? Anything will do, even the smallest detail. Okay. So... That doesn't help. Okay, well. I don't know if this matters. But judging by this image, it looks like you need to use your right hand to pick this up. Chronos, they could just rotate the cup though. You're right. But it is a game, and they might use that against me. But where would I present that? here because they mentioned left hand when I pressed him? Or here because they mentioned right hand? Oh, wait, no, you're right, actually. They can't rotate it. Why? Because the lip stains are right there. Alright. So I got it right, but I was still wrong. Kind of. I was right, but I wasn't right because of, like, the actual facts. I was just looking at it like, oh, it looks like you use it with your right hand. I guess I'll present it here, because you mentioned left hand when we pressed you. Mr. Godot, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? That this was a way of testing your credibility of your memory?
I know. There's nothing wrong with my memory, I tell you, nothing. If I got anything wrong, I'll eat these seeds and sing the prison song.
Care to tell us where this is going, Trite? I would like to know what a pigeon song is. According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand, while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would be his left.
Huh? What is that? Kindergarten?
But I would like the court to please look at this. That's the cup the victim was using, correct? Yes, and on the rim, you'll notice the mark left by the victim's lips. Those luscious lips. Yes, there's a stain left by the coffee. And if you consider where the stain is, you'll clearly see that the victim was holding the cup with his right hand.
Huh? But how?
Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. You said you'd eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song.
Yeah!
Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness had better come back to...
What? Wait! I'm gonna stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad? You're wrong! I didn't listen to the doctors when they told me. I ain't gonna listen to you! Don't care about no dirty cup of coffee. I know what I saw.
You still insist on your testimony.
Yeah, young man was holding the cup in his left hand.
Oh. Were you sitting... Where's the thing? There was floor plans, wasn't there? Yeah. So, were you sitting, like, near the kitchen then? So you were lying earlier, or you just didn't know?
Oh yeah, no question. I'm good, law-abiding citizen I am. And that young hotbot and you spiky here, you yahoo, who are at fault.
Who, me? Thank you, old man. That's heard quite enough from you already.
Don't call me old man. Don't call me old man. Been around for 68 years. I have. You can't ignore me.
You're 68 years old?
That's what I gotta say.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but... Sure, why not hear a little more? Mr. Godot, you don't get to decide that. That's the judge. But this is my 60th cup of coffee, so this is your final stand.
Hey, your alarm, Victor.
Left hand or right hand? Alright, well, I guess we're gonna hear his testimony again next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all then. Bye.